Welcome to another In Wheel Time podcast, a 30-minute mini version of the In Wheel Time car show that airs live every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central. Celebrating 10 years of award-winning car talk, it's the In Wheel Time car show, your go-to all things automotive place. Coming up this segment, Konrad has the car clinic. We'll talk with the Northside Mustang Club goddess. Mr. Randy Weldon. And we'll look at this week's automotive news.
There you go.
Howdy, along with Mike out of this world, Mars, King Konrad DeLong. We need more Jeff Zekin.
We do.
I'm Don Armstrong. Glad you could join us on this Saturday. And we're back in the studio after last week was Tailpipes and Tacos. Week before that, you were here, and I was over in Mobile, Alabama.
Right.
Yeah.
And we didn't even talk about my trip. Not much, anyway.
Well, we talked during the commercial.
Yeah. So I just wanted to tell you that I-10 sucks. In case anybody had any doubt in their minds, I just wanted to let you know it's bad. And going there, it rained on and off all the way there.
Aren't you
all
glad
the
you
way.
washed your car?
No, I did not.
Did you go across 12? From where King drops down?
Yes,
Take
I
the
did.
high
That will
side.
come up in a segment we got later on. We're going to talk about that Highway 12.
Yeah, well, there's several problems with I-10. One is construction over in the Beaumont area, as we all know. I don't know how you deal
It's
with
perpetual. I don't go there.
But he doesn't. He comes through.
Yeah. So,
Winnie.
whatever. So there's that. And then there's some other construction spots along I-10. But the most bizarre of all is you're traveling along 70, 80 miles an hour. You got cars passing you,
along.
just doing your own thing.
Minding your own
and then
business.
all of a sudden, everything comes to a stop.
For no apparent reason.
For absolutely no reason whatsoever.
There must be a cup in the road or something.
No, because Boudreaux up there figured he'd stop and count the gators off the bridge.
No, there's nothing. There's nothing.
Him and
And
Thibodeau
this
getting
happened
arguing.
happened about a half a dozen times. Stopped on I-10 for no reason. No wreck, no construction, no nothing. It just stops.
I'm going to go wrestle that alligator.
Traffic backs up. This morning, 4:30 this morning, I'm coming through Anahuac, and I'm doing 40 miles an hour because of the traffic. For some reason, that's all it would do. And
4:30 in the morning on I-10 on a Saturday. Is traffic?
Yes, I'm telling you, this morning it was
two
really
cars?
weird. Once I got to the Old and Lost River, coming into Mount Bellevue, we were back up to 80 miles an hour.
Oh, my.
It is the most bizarre thing I have ever seen. And where are the police? Nowhere to be found except in Mississippi.
Well, I said Louisiana, you don't want to find them.
And they're way over on the shoulder.
Wait
And
for you
they're
to go
just sitting
blowing
there,
by.
and guess what happens? Everybody comes up on him. Oh, there's a cop. Let's all stop.
So how long did it take you?
Going
What's the normal?
9.5 hours. Normal is 7.
Normally 7. Okay.
Of course, I did make one wrong turn.
Well,
How can you make a wrong turn? You get on 10 and
on
go
I-10.
and go till you hit the ocean.
I missed 12.
Oh, so you went through
So we went to
downtown?
New Orleans.
Almost.
Oh, gosh.
I'm thinking, wait a minute, that certainly is a big city that I'm not familiar with along I-10 and 12.
Oh, look, it's the Mercedes Superdome that they just took the name off of.
So that was 1 hour. But the other hour and a half was rain and these bizarre stops along the way.
yeah, wow.
And every 18-wheeler in the United States is on I-10.
oh,
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
yeah.
Coast to
What's
coast.
a major coast? Yeah, it's a major
Yeah,
highway.
it's an artery.
And so many sections of it are really just 2 lanes each direction.
Yes.
It's not like it's a 3 or 4
And they're
lane.
not. There doesn't seem to be any effort to make the freeway just 1 lane wider.
Oh, that.
And if they want to do that, we
gotta-
can't do it that way. We're going to have to rip out that entire section and start all over.
Yep.
Right.
Why?
Because the contractor is related to the governor.
There you
No,
go.
that's when you get into the federal. When you get out there, you're talking about feds.
Yeah.
So the contractor is related to the senator.
Yeah, that's where you need to be.
She-Jack. Time now for
Before we go too far,
before we go to, let's check in with our dear friend,
Let's do
Mr.
that.
Randy Weldon,
Pushing the
with
button.
the Northside Mustang Club.
There he
Randy,
is.
it's a pleasure to see you. It's been a while. How the heck are you?
Doing good, Don. About yourself,
Well-
other than the trip to Mobile.
Yeah, well, I mean, once we got to Mobile, it was great. And the race there, fantastic. Listen, a half-mile racetrack, that 1/8
difference.
mile between a 3/8 mile and a half mile.
Big difference.
Huge
Huge
difference. What a track that is. I love it. And all of the racers from everywhere around there, including a few Houston racers, were
Showed
there.
up.
And their pit is in the middle of the track.
Well, it's a big enough
You
track,
could not squeeze another car in there.
Wow.
That place was packed.
So did you do the interviews in the winter circle?
No, I did not. Actually, I did color with my good friend Rodney Rodriguez.
Oh, very
Did
good.
you?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That would be fun. I would
Yeah,
think.
and that was a Facebook feed. So maybe somebody got to see it. I don't know.
Well, I didn't
Hey.
know that. I would have watched if I'd have known that.
Hey, Randy, I've got 4 of your Mustang friends telling me on Facebook you have to turn in your Mustang card.
Uh-oh.
You're not allowed to represent Mustang anymore because
Uh-oh.
you got an AMC Rambler up over your shoulder.
Uh-oh.
Oh. Okay.
On the calendar.
No, there's no. Oh, well, that's.
Busted!
Rip it down.
Yeah, but that's from Parsons Differentials. Cliff Parsons, who's the president of Wild Horse Mustang Club, has a differential shop over in Beaumont.
Well,
So
he
if
needs to
some
turn his card in,
rear
too.
end work done. I think they call him the proctologist to the cars.
Oh.
Really?
Well, Don needs that
Yes.
help right now.
Yeah, there's
Eddie.
that. But, the other thing that I find interesting is the fact that he didn't happen to have a Mustang, a picture of a Mustang that he'd placed the rear end in.
Well, you should see the picture on the other calendar that he gave me, and we can't put that on camera. So.
Oh, so I understand. Yeah, totally. Well,
Hey, by the way, you didn't mention everybody's favorite 55 mile an hour Atchafalaya Bridge.
oh,
Atchafalaya?
Atchafalaya.
Atchafalaya.
Yeah, well,
Whatever they're calling it this week, or whatever I can't pronounce.
Oh, my.
well, there is that, and it was there, and it's still the same that it always has been. Start and stop, and spits and spurts all the way across the bridge for days.
I want to apologize to our Louisiana listeners. Send your comments to
Who cares?
Mars at In Real
.com.
Time.
No, info at inwheeltime.com. Don't send them to me.
So I understand there's a big Mustang event, National Mustang event going on this weekend.
There is up in Kansas City.
Cool.
And by the way, I've moved to the Montgomery County Automotive Enthusiast Club now, which I did about a year ago. But Tracy Templer is one of our members, and Tracy's also on the national board of the Mustang Club of America with me. I had to work this week, so I couldn't go to the show, but Tracy's up there representing us.
Okay. Yeah, Jason, and I can't ever pronounce his last name.
Scaturo.
Yeah, okay.
What you said.
He was out at Tailpipes and Tacos last weekend representing is that his wife that's got the sister car?
That's his girlfriend,
Okay.
Katie Zimmel.
Soon to be wife.
Soon to be his wife.
Oh, yeah, and those guys need to get married.
So would you please run that by me that you're no longer with the Northside Mustang Club?
Yeah, I ran 2 terms, Don, and in my opinion, it's only fair to a club to change and get new ideas in from
Right.
time to time.
Sure.
So they've got a new president.
You're still
I
a
went
member,
brain
though.
dead on you. Mike, I can't remember. Mike Group is the new president of Northside. This age group, man, comes to me like 2 days later.
So, but you've been doing Montgomery County now for, you said, about a year, which is kind of a new group, a new club. But you guys,
it is. It was, it was open. It's open to all makes and models. So it's everything. Corvettes, Camaros, Dodge, Chrysler, whatever. We don't care. As long as you like cars, come on.
And you guys support the meet out on 59 and 99, is that correct?
We do the 99-59 meet on Fridays. Yep.
So it's the Montgomery County Auto Enthusiasts Club.
That's correct.
Wow. Okay. Well, so how is it rubbing elbows with somebody from, the Camaro Club and the former Camaro Club and former Corvette Club people? We're all in this together, and we all enjoy each other's company. I'm just giving you a hard time here, but that is quite a change, though, really.
It's a big change, but what we were trying to do is pull all the groups together and get them to work together to benefit the city more. The big thing's still giving back to the city, so the events that we do are primarily for charity.
Right.
And, we like getting together. So like TWCC, we're working with Dana Pritchard's club there and with All American Muscle.
Coffee and Cars for a Cause.
Yes. And in the process, we got involved with Conroe Cruisers. Just placed a call and said, hey, we heard you're working together with other clubs to make the events bigger and better. and to deliver a better impact to the community. And that's what we're trying to do.
And you can tell Randy Weldon is into change because he's wearing his Chief Wahoo hat for the Cleveland. What is it? The Guardians.
Not Gonads.
Yeah.
Guardians. I'm sorry.
That change will never fly with me. Chief Wahoo will live forever.
Again, send your comments to
info@inwheeltime.com.
The Guardians.
Yeah.
The Guardians.
Actually, I like your name a lot better, and I'd probably get a lot more press. I'm
much
sure.
like our previous guests had the Guardian system.
That's right. See, we're all on it. Yeah. Sorry.
Yeah, the Guardians. I mean,
so what's the next big event? And I know your 59 and 99 meet is every Friday night, but what's the next big event you guys have on the schedule?
Well, what we started last month, working in conjunction with Alec Udall and his dad and grandpa.
Perfect.
Is we put on a monthly event, and unfortunately it fell on the third Saturday of every month, the same time as tacos and tailpipes. But that's at the Houston Karting Complex. So we have a cruise in out there from 9 a.m. to 12, because I don't like to get up too early. and then we also started a little karting race league that'll run through December. In December, we'll give an overall award for the fastest lap time out there. But that's kind of cool because Alec actually comes out whenever he's in town and has the time.
I would think he'd be the fastest because he gets lots of track time up there, but I doubt he's in the competition.
We take his lap time out, yes.
And when he's there, because he's been running the GT4 Mercedes and the Lamborghini Trofeo quite a bit lately. I'm real glad. Not only did he get a ride, he's got two pretty high level rides right now. We're gonna have him on the show here in the next couple of weeks to chit chat about his success this year.
Yeah.
So.
The other thing, Konrad, we've got coming up is we got connected through you guys actually through the Houston Community College.
Yep.
So their 50th anniversary car show / cruise-in event that'll take place August 24th. We'll be helping them put that on.
Yeah, David's going to join us in a week or two and talk about that car show and the fall semester for the automotive program and what all they've done, added to, and what they're getting ready to do. So he'll be joining us in a couple of weeks.
Yeah, well, now they actually have two campuses that are pretty well equipped doing automotive training. And right now, I'll tell you, in my side of the business, in the car business, everybody's looking for technicians. So there's just not enough of them out there. And there's not enough really skilled ones. So, it's good to see them trying to feed that technician into the community and get them working. Get these shops with some skilled techs in them. It's hard enough to do.
They've been turning out technicians, I guess, now for 50 years.
Yep. And there's some pretty high-level guys that have gone through that program. What is it? A Helfman Chrysler at 610 and 610 and I-10, their service manager, shop foreman came through that program there. A very, very skilled guy, well known from the Chrysler reps as far as being technically adept at working on and repairing the Mopar products, FCA products, FCA Stellantis.
Stellantis.
What's
now.
the name this week?
Stellantis. Stellantis.
We've got another event coming up. I may be the lone Mustang that takes part in this, but the Camaro group over in Katy have organized a little cruise into Brenham for hot tunes and cool nights or whatever it is. The name of that event that's downtown. They shut down all of downtown and have live music acts out there.
Can Don Armstrong bring his Corvette?
Absolutely.
Yes, please. Hey, open to everything.
When is that?
It's July 31st.
Oh, it's right.
A week from today.
Yeah, right around the corner.
Yes, sir.
That might be kind of cool. That's
in the evening.
In the evening, July 31st.
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, where do we get more information on that? You got a flyer or something?
No, it was a private invite, but I'll get you an invite to it.
Private invite. So, in other words, we're not invited after all.
Yeah. You can come.
No, it's actually open to the public. It's a public invite on a I don't know. I got to go look at the Facebook page. It had pictures. Dawn looked at it. And
is there an entry fee or a cost to get in, an entry fee, trophies?
No, actually, no. There's no fee to get into this to go downtown.
Okay.
Well, that's pretty cool. Sounds like Brenham will be hopping next Saturday night.
Hope it don't rain.
Have y'all never taken part in this?
No.
Just first we
I'll
heard
have
about
to
it.
get the name of the car club for you, but there's a car club that actually takes over a segment of downtown, and they park the cars and have a little cruise-in car show, and then you walk into the town square just off the courthouse area, and they've got a live band. They've got it all shut down and blocked off, and people
That's
just
a
get
good
their
idea.
chairs out and enjoy the music.
You and I could go on a date
There you go.
Again.
But you have to go in the Corvette because you can't go in the Oldsmobile because it
gonna
won't
say.
start.
I know, because he won't get the
I still
ignition
haven't got
switch
it.
fixed.
It's just time and effort more
It's,
than anything.
Well,
else.
it's a
Hey, I got
GM
the ge-
ignition switch,
I
right?
got
Exactly.
Yeah, yes, it is. But it wasn't recalled 3 times.
Becoming a unicorn.
But I got the generator running this week.
Konrad, it just hasn't caught on fire yet.
no thermal events.
Yeah, that's right. I think that was George Skelton was saying something about Bolt is going to be the official car, and it's just on fire.
The Bolt. Yeah, exactly. So what's next for you, Randy? What's the most immediate thing that we can join up with the Montgomery County Auto Enthusiast Club?
Well, the very next thing we'll have is TWCC. That's the first Sunday of every month. And then following that will be the Houston Karting Complex Cruise-In, which will be the third Saturday of every month. But you guys are busy that morning.
Yeah.
Busy every Saturday morning.
Well, third Saturday in particular.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you
That's what I'm
can't send people from the north side or from Huntsville or Willis, over to the Houston Karting Complex.
What you
We'll be
talking
happy to
about,
send them
Willis?
over there. Yeah.
Yeah.
So how's Danny?
Annie's great. You know what? The little puppy this morning. I'll be nice. She went back and got in bed.
Oh, smart dog.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
she got up
Suze is
and went
laying down
outside for a treat, but then she opted back to the bed.
Yeah.
Well, Randy, it's always great to touch base with you. We love you, and good luck on the Montgomery County Auto Enthusiast Club Facebook page for that.
Yep.
There is a Facebook page. You can put in the the @ sign above the number 2, @Fun with MCAE.
Okay.
All
It'll
right.
take you to the page.
You're the man. We hope to see you here in the next couple of weeks.
Hey, thanks for the opportunity to see you guys and talk to you again.
Take care.
Thanks, Randy.
Randy Weldon, Montgomery County Auto Enthusiasts Club. Remember that. Hey, we'd love to hear from you. All you have to do is just shoot us an email. The address is info@inwheeltime.com. You can send anything that you want
Careful.
because Mars...
Send it to info. You can send anything you want.
Yeah, because Mars gets to open it on
Yeah.
his computer, not mine. All right, time now for Konrad's Car Clinic.
All right.
Do I even ask what we're going to talk about today?
DCTs.
DCTs. You
Remember
had a
that?
bad case of those this week.
Yeah, penicillin helps that, doesn't
He's
it?
got ointment for that.
Oh,
In fact, that's the word of the
Well,
day.
you'd have to go to Beaumont and get that rear end doctor. Well, last week we talked about CVTs, continuously variable transmission. This week we're
STDs.
going to talk about DCT, which is dual clutch transmission.
Oh.
So a dual clutch transmission is relatively new, but not quite. Many manufacturers using their own trademark names. Volkswagen uses DSG, BMW's DCT, Hyundai calls it EcoShift, Mercedes calls it Sport Shift, Ford calls it Power Shift. Actually, Ford calls a Wrecker and then calls it Power Shift. Porsche calls it PDK, Audi calls it S-Tronic, Alfa calls it TCT. A dual clutch transmission is one approach to an automatic transmission. But if you think about it, it's kind of two manual transmissions that are computer shifted. Don't worry about it. That are computer shifted. So it has two clutches in it, and each clutch is attached to clutch 1 is attached to all of the odd numbered gears. Clutch 2 is attached to all the even numbered gears. So it's looking to upshift or downshift electronically for you and operate the clutch, so you don't have to step on a pedal on it. Very effective transmission.
If it works.
When it works, yeah. Dual clutch, they shift smoother than a single automated manual clutch, but typically don't shift as smooth as a conventional automatic transmission, because an automatic transmission is designed to slip a little bit as the gear engage. A DCT is just like a manual transmission, and that when that gear engages, it engages.
I knew somebody that had a Ford Focus that had that in it. And
Call a wrecker.
That's exactly what we had to do.
Ford got
twice.
Ford got in huge trouble over it. They had a class action lawsuit that they lost on that, and everybody got a little bit of money, and the attorneys got rich. But one of the issues with dual clutch transmissions, you can only stuff a limited number of gears inside a DCT, where a conventional automatic with a couple of three planetary gear sets, you can get up to 10 forward gears. With a DCT, to get 10 forward gears, you'd need 10 gear sets inside of it to get there.
Huge.
So it makes the transmission a little large and unruly. The 2018 Ford Focus vehicle with the optional 6-speed DCT transmission has real fuel economy benefits, which is one of the finer points of a DCT is you can get better fuel economy with a DCT because you don't have that slippage of a torque converter and you don't have that slippage as the gear applies. So you can get minimal fuel economy improvements, but a tenth of a mile, 2/10 of a mile is still an improvement. Again, without a torque converter in it is what gets the extra fuel economy. Let's see. Means when one. Oh, okay, yeah. So, I lost my spot. I printed it too small. So, with a dual clutch transmission, the car essentially has two manual transmissions working together, which means while one gear is engaged, the next one is waiting for the computer to shift to, and that. It helps the economy side, but it really helps on the performance side. You'll see a lot of real high-performance cars are going to have a dual-clutch transmission. And the reason for that is the computer can shift faster than a person can manually shift. So you're talking, micro-tenths of a second to shift the gears where, you as a human might take a couple of tenths of a second.
If it works, it works great. If it doesn't work, it does not work.
Wow.
It's interesting because the first DCT to reach production was called the Easy Drive transmission, introduced on the 1961 Hillman Minx. And that was one of the pictures we had, but I guess it didn't pop up. But the first modern era DCT transmission was actually in the Volkswagen Golf R32, which is a screaming hot rod of a Volkswagen. That was the one with the 3.2 liter V6 in it. Dual clutch transmissions have had reliability problems all along. Like I said earlier, Ford has faced lawsuits, class action lawsuits for their dual clutch transmissions in their car, and owners have reported problems with DCTs as well in the Acura TLX. But there's advantages and disadvantages to all of these various transmissions that are out there. Packaging on a DCT is not as compact as the packaging on a CVT, but it is more compact than packaging on a fully automatic transmission.
Cool.
No, it's not.
I think it's cool.
If I had a choice, just give me a regular automatic transmission that doesn't have to hunt for gears because it's got enough power.
All hunt.
If it's got enough power, they don't have to hunt.
Right.
That's right.
Yeah, if there's enough torque in the engine, they can minimize the hunting.
Right. And or you can shift it yourself.
Right.
I prefer shifting it myself.
Hence your Corvette.
Yes,
Exactly.
And the new Corvettes don't have a DCT. They have an automatic, a regular automatic, that you have a manual shifter in.
Maybe one of these days I'm going to get that Corvette if the press people stop ruining it, wrecking it, messing it up. What?
I always have because
it's your fault.
No, because where I'm at, I don't get the Corvettes because it's too many miles on it to bring it to me. Well, here, not long ago, they came to pick one up, and they came to pick up the driver in the Corvette. In my driveway that I can't.
Could you not let me have that car?
No, you can't because it's too far to bring it to you.
Oh, for God's
You mean the car you just brought here? It's too far to bring.
Yeah,
it
yeah. You can come here to pick up the guy, but you can't bring it for me to drive for a week.
It's fun to drive. They wanted to drive it. They just didn't want you to drive it.
This is for you, Jeffrey. In our headlines, Hankook Tire America,
Yes,
or Hankook as it's called, recalling certain Kinergy GT H436 tires.
That was easy for you.
Kinetic energy.
Size
Friction.
235/50R 19H with dot code 0521. Tires may have been manufactured with an insufficient amount of curative agent, which could cause tread separation. In other words, the rubber ain't cured on it, and it's still gooey.
It's a softie.
It's a softie.
Yeah, I wouldn't be familiar with that.
Well, if you run it fast enough, it'll get hard.
General Motors front driver's side airbag is missing its metal tabs on the Chevy Silverado for 2021 on the 1500 model. Incorrect load carrying capacity label. You know, you got to have that label, and otherwise you're going to have to take it back to the dealer to have them install the right label on the GMC Canyon 2021.
I couldn't tell you how many times a label has been recalled on everybody's vehicle.
Is that like tearing the tag off a mattress? Or
yes.
One of those
federal law.
Federal thing?
A deformed front seat track bracket on the Land Rover Defender 2021. Instrument panel interference with the airbag on the Jaguar F-Type 2018 model. There is almost every Mercedes-Benz in the United States in the world being recalled from the 2019 through the 2021 model year for incorrectly adjusted headlights.
Oh, you can do that yourself.
So go to safercar.gov, type in your VIN number, and you'll be able to tell whether yours is one of those that's been recalled.
Or you can just shine them on your garage door and see whether or not they're improperly adjusted.
Kind of like the Batman sign.
Exactly.
Inadequate windshield bonding on the Chrysler 300, Dodge Challenger, and Dodge Charger for 2020 and 2021.
Well, it means
the windshield will come out.
And the part of the windshield, or the windshield on the passenger side, is part of the airbag deployment system. The airbag folds up, hits the windshield, and then folds out.
Okay, so it's the rubber around the windshield, not between the glass.
It's the urethane around the windshield. Yeah, there's no rubber anymore.
Okay.
They're all
do these people not check this stuff before they let them out the door?
Sure they do.
Chuck in a truck.
Fuel leak at the pipe connection in the Kia K5 and the Sorento for the 21 and 22 model.
Hey, Heitzman, don't get a K5.
Fuel leak at the pipe connection in the Hyundai Santa Fe and the Sonata. Liftgate hinges can separate on the Nissan Rogue Sport 2021. And another recall for side impact crash sensor connectors that may loosen on every Mercedes-Benz known to man. Those are this week's recalls. And I'm not going to get into all the details and all of that, but there's a bunch of recalls. Again, safercar.gov. Type in your VIN number. It'll ask you that. That's all it'll ask you. And it'll tell you whether or not your car's been recalled.
And everything Mercedes has been recalled because they pulled the name Mercedes off the Superdome.
And the smart
Did they
car.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, Mercedes didn't renew their sponsorship of the Superdome this year.
Well, they don't need to. They're selling everything that they make.
Yep.
So, at any rate. All right. Quick break now. You are on the In Wheel Time Car Show. Back after this quick break.
We all know about aftermarket and online parts stores, and each one has something to offer, but they don't offer original factory parts. That's where Bayway comes in. For original factory parts, visit the Bayway stores first. Give them a call or stop by. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln carry a complete line of parts for the do-it-yourselfer. Keeping your newer classic original means a lot, and you can count on these fully stocked parts departments to help keep it that way. Bayway Chrysler Dodge Jeep Ram, Bayway Chevy, and Bayway Lincoln, keeping it original. Tailpipes and Tacos, Houston's premier monthly car cruise-in returns Saturday, August 21st at 2 Loopy Tortilla Mexican restaurants in Katy and inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway near Kirby. Tailpipes and Tacos is free and everyone is invited. You'll see collector cars, hot rods, customs, magnificent originals, and resto mods at 2 locations. Cars from all over Southeast Texas cruise in and show off in a friends and family event at the Loopy Tortilla Mexican Restaurant on the Grand Parkway at Kingsland Boulevard just south of I-10 in Katy, and inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway near Kirby. Drag racer, car enthusiast, and Loopy founder Stan Holt brings you Houston's hottest cruise-in. Tailpipes and Tacos at Loopy's inside the Loop on the Southwest Freeway in Kirby, and in Katy on the Grand Parkway just south of I-10, where you'll see the In Wheel Time Car Show. Get your ride ready and we'll see you at the Tailpipes and Tacos Saturday morning cruise-in at Loopy's in Katy and Kirby, August 21st, 8 to 11 a.m., weather permitting. You see all the new ceramic car wash cleaners on TV now, but John Gray at Gulf Coast Auto Shield has been using ceramic coatings on Houston's most expensive cars for years, and he'll tell you that nothing beats the real thing. Gulf Coast Auto Shield installs a coating over your paint that actually comes with a warranty. If you just picked up your Lambo, your Aston Martin, Porsche, Ferrari, any other exotic car, chances are your car will have company that have already found Gulf Coast Auto Shield. Now, you don't have to own an exotic. Maybe you got a truck, an SUV, or even an older vehicle that needs a little love. Well, let John Gray give it a look and give you an estimate on refurbishing that paint and making your vehicle look new again. How about getting a gift certificate for the wife's birthday or anniversary from Gulf Coast Auto Shield and tell her, honey, I know you love your car, so why don't we get it looking new again? It'll be the best gift ever, one that she'll never forget. Get hold of John Gray at gcautoshield.com or give him a call, 832-264-0670. Gulf Coast Auto Shield. That's it for this podcast episode of the In Wheel Time Car Show. I'm Don Armstrong, inviting you to join us for our live show every Saturday morning, 8 to 11 a.m. Central on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and our InWheelTime.com website. Podcasts are available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Stitcher, iHeart Podcast, Podcast Addict, TuneIn, Pandora, and Amazon Music. Keep listening, and we'll see you soon.